Okay, we are at week 14 and we are starting the final. Okay, this is it. This is the end. And with this project, you're really just working um, on the final. And we have like 3 weeks to kind of put it together. There's nothing else really to do. And yeah, let's talk about it. So the final's pretty open. Um, you're going to be working from your own interests. You'll be expected to create a significant series of images. You'll need to turn in a written proposal for this project. Your work must be shown in its completed form on the class critique date. And there are two options to choose from. You're going to pick one. Option one is you pick a topic and pursue it. So like you kind of like come up with your own idea, like, hey, I want to make whatever, whatever you want to do. Option two is there if you can't think of anything to do. So option one is you're going to create a significant digital artwork or series of works, really. I'll show you what I mean. That addresses a concept of your choosing. So it's a minimum of 4 separate images. Option two, this is the prompt if you can't think of an idea, is to use the concept of seed and explore that in any like myriad of ways. Okay? Um, so that's it. So you can think of the seed as like fertility, a new beginning, perhaps concern for preservation, restoration, whatever you want. Okay? Again, that would have a minimum of 4 separate images. Here are some links to different shows. The requirements for the project, minimum of 13 by 19 or 19 by 13 at 250 DPI, a minimum of 8 layers. All your raw materials can either be scanned in or photographed, or it's your own original photography. Experiment with the mixer brush in some way. 4 layers of mark making, texture, like everything we've been doing all semester. The images you create for this project must display techniques and methods of image making that we have been practicing all semester. So it can't be like, oh, I'm going to go just take photos. It has to be digital imaging. Your proposal is due 427 on discussion board, okay, by 10 a.m. And you can present your idea to the class along with 5 idea slides that will illustrate your intended direction for the final. You'll submit it on Blackboard, 1 page of writing, and then 5 reference images. This is worth 10% of the final. Okay? So just like we did for the forager, you're just going to put your PowerPoint on Blackboard and we'll all get feedback. You guys did really great with that. Pre-crit, again, is on discussion board. You have to show at least 50% done. Okay? That's worth 15% of your final grade. So by 5-4, you should be able to show at least 2 images. Okay? Or, say like 4 images, like partially worked. Whatever, however you want to think about that. And then your final project in all the necessary materials, minimum of 4 images for either option for the final crit. We're going to Zoom the final crit one day that week, but the image, everything is due on the 11th. Okay? So for this project, this is where it's like kind of a drag. A lot of what I talk about is like different ideas of presentation and like different, people usually print huge or, all this stuff, but we can't do any of that for this, but still think big. Maybe you want to make a zine again. That could be cool. You know, again, that would be up to you. But let's look at some examples because I do have a lot of great examples for this. People, I don't know. I feel very lucky with this final because I get lots of amazing results for it. So here we have, um, this student wanted to pursue abstraction mixed with like glitchy stuff with 3D. Here's another one. I'm going to do that. From that same student. This student wanted to like make like floating people, like kind of like, like going back to almost like Dig 1. This student wanted to make these posters like about like psychological ideas, like the states of the mind. And they came out really cool. These are really giant scroll images that a student made last semester. And this was like really cool in the crypt because he measured the crypt wall and it was like as long as the wall. So we printed them out. It was like 20 by like 10 feet. So these were like these 10 feet images of, these are like Norse gods. So he illustrated these. This is a cool like again, this is like something that we'd really have to have for crypt, but like she did every piece of her body. She had lots of surgery, and this was like a mannequin, like it was like life size, and you could like move it and stuff. So that was like really cool. This is like a graffiti thing a student did, and just have one of those. These are like these weird abstract landscapes a student did. I thought they came out really cool. Here's another one. These are like these glitchy neon images a student made. Here's like some beautiful drawings, like illustrations a student did. It's like about love. So here is where I say like it has to be four. This is like what a student did. This is like one continuous scroll that a student did in like this Japanese style. So in a way, it's like it's one piece of art, but he broke it down into four different images. And it's just beautiful, beautiful work. Actually, for crit, this went from one side of the crit board to the other. Some more like photo collage things. Pretty cool. There's just so much work here to look at. And where a student like just really like these like became a culmination of everything he had done in the class, in terms of drawing and the photo collage. It's just really beautiful stuff. This is a lot to go through. Again, like more illustrations. Here's like a lot of glitch art stuff. You'll notice that's like a, kind of like people like I want to do like glitch stuff. Like, okay. Here's a book a student made, a recreation of the Necronomicon. And this is just a snippet. He literally illustrated like 30 pages of it. It was really beautiful. More glitch stuff, more glitch art. And for this week, I do have like some glitch art tutorials you can look at that are kind of fun. Oh, here's like a protest poster the student did, like these, not protest, but like propaganda. I thought they were pretty cool, with like a glitch kind of style, which is fun. There he is. Isn't he great? And oh, here's another like protest poster. Okay. So look at these, think about like what could you do? I know we're not printing anything out, but like if you could make like your heart's content, what would you make? Okay? people end up with really nice portfolio pieces from this. So take advantage of the opportunity. It's the only thing we're working on. And I have those glitch tutorials we can